Hi, it's the Great Vanzini. I'm going to review an old favorite of mine, Don't Let the Sun Catch You Crying. It was an old 60s British invasion song by Gerry and the Pacemakers. And I think if you play down at the Elks Lodge or the Eagles Lodge and you include this in your repertoire, you will do very well. You'll probably get a request to play it again. It's in C, and it's just a very straightforward C major. All the solo stuff is right from the C scale. Starts off with the major 7th. So if you know that C major scale, you'll do just fine. And the chords are real simple. I'm going to show them as sort of a folk style and see if I can't get a little more up close and personal. So it starts off. So here's a C chord. I'll show it to you kind of in a folk style first with the chords. So there's a C chord, and we just remove your index finger off that C chord and you got a C major 7th. And then if you know a big bar chord like an F, we'll just use the top 4 notes. Here's a 7th, and we remove the index finger from that high F note. So we got reminds me, well, I guess there's a song by Paul Simon, Old Friends. Old Friends. Anyway, different song, but in a different time. But so C major 7th. The intro is just like 4 bars long, repeating that. And then the solo comes in. Do it as a vocal, the first half of your show. Do it as an instrumental the second half. You'll have people requesting it again. Don't let the sun catch you crying. Start singing in my Tom Waits voice. Do 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 do. Then it goes to a G. Da, A minor to E minor, A minor to E minor, to D minor, to G, to best C major 7th. Crying, don't let the sun catch you crying. In the middle part, there's a where after it comes out of the verse, it does that twice, just like the intro. Then it goes to a G. We know that crying not a bad thing. A minor to D minor. Do 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 da 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 da. Da 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 da. If you know those chords, if you don't, learn them. These are real basic chords. Of course, I don't like doing it. I think the original version was open chords. I like to use the closed chords. So C major 7th is like a, if you know an A 7th down here, you have to use your little finger and your ring finger and move that up. There's a B 7th. Here's a C 7th. Now you can't use a 7th because it doesn't sound right. Don't let the sun catch. It sounds like a blues song. But we add in one little note in that 7th right in the middle on the 3rd string, and it becomes a major 7th. Here's the F way up here. Don't let the sun get you crying. You can do stuff like that. Da, 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 to a G, but here we're going to use a G 9th up here. Then an A minor, instead of down here, we're going to do an A minor right on that 5th fret. Oops, wrong chord. A minor, E minor, A minor, E minor, down to D. I'm using minor sevenths here. D minor seventh to G seventh to C major seventh to F major seventh. We know they're crying to A minor, G seventh to A minor to D minor seventh. I'm having trouble making bar chords. And that's all there is to that song. It's all the chords are from the C scale. It's C major seventh, F major seventh, there's a D minor seventh, an E minor seventh, a G seventh. The only one that's missing is that B diminished chord in the C scale, but it's using all the minors, minor sevenths, major sevenths, and then on the G, because it's the 5 chord, that's a dominant seventh. So let's talk about what else you can do when you do that. D minor seventh, instead of going to that G seventh, go up to that G ninth up here. Then you can go like this. Here's a G seventh chord. Oh, you're not going to be able to see my fingers. But I'm up here right on the octave, and I'm just doing this. If I can find it. Find those 2 notes. Now we're going to slide it down 2 frets. Then we put it into a minor shape, which is down 1 fret. And down 2 frets from that. Back to the verse part of it. So it's almost sound like I'm out of tune. And so, where was I? I had to tune up real quick. So let's talk about that C major seventh. There's all sorts of places to play it. Open C major seventh, closed bar form. Up here, I just use a 3-note one. Still gives us the sound, and that's just a C and the major seventh and then the 3rd. Not even playing the 5th way up high here. You can, it's hard for me to do. You want to block that A string because it gives it, it makes it a sus, like a sus major 7th. Is there such a thing? Oh, it sounds kind of neat. And then up here, there's a C up here, way up here. And then you bar across the top 3 strings. Add in the 5th down below if you want. And up here, it's just like this F chord down here, but F major 7. It's a little brighter. You can also just use parts of that. If you're playing rhythm in the back, you could just do something like. find all the different major 7ths you can find with C and F there. Might need to get your chord book out. So I think there's lots of options here. You can play it as kind of a jazzy tune. You could play it as kind of almost a folk tune. Yeah. Could do it acoustically. I'm going to turn all those chords into 7ths though, minor 7ths. They need to, you got to have that major 7th. It just doesn't sound right. Even I said the 7th, regular dominant 7th, sounds like a blues tune. If you just use a straight C chord, it doesn't sound right either. And an F chord. Don't let the sun catch you. It's maybe another song. It wants to have that major 7th sound in there. Anyway, that's Don't Let the Sun Catch You Crying. So let's play the jazzy version. I think I played on the intro. I think I played the sort of folky open chord. I think we'll play the jazzy one this time, but I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't remember what I played on the intro. Way to learn the major scale and how it works in songs. Anyway, that's all from me for today from the Great Manzini. A cool song. Play it. You'll get requests for it, I swear. Honest. Play it acoustically. Play it as a vocal. Play it as a jazzy kind of tune. Instrumental. Any way you want to. And you'll probably have people requesting it. So, if you'd like, you can subscribe down below. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs down. I hope you were able to see my hands there and note that, just kind of get a rough idea of what the chords are. I'm going to take a picture of this at the end here. Cut this out. Anyway, until we see you next time, thank you and goodbye. We'll see you later. Bye.